Hey, happy Monday. Welcome back to Auto Transport Intel. It is the state of car hauling address. It is Monday, May 4th. It is approximately noon Central Time. So, what is going on in the world, right? Economy, states reopening, what's happening? Let's go into the news. And thanks for joining me. I really do appreciate it. We're live on YouTube and on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and start a watch party. Share the link. Let's see here. Okay, now I know you can check out the news on your own. I know that's what we're all doing at home. But let's go ahead and do a recap. Let's see here. Oh, by the way, can we see the... Yeah, you can see that. Okay. Um, and hey, Ty, can you see... By the way, Ty is with me here in the Zoom meeting. Ty, can you see... Oh, you can't see that, can you? I need to share it. That's why. I knew something was different. Okay, there we go. Now you can see it, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so what do we got? All right, America's road to reopening states including Florida, Colorado, Arizona, man. We got there's varying information all over the place, right? In fact, it's hard to take a consensus of what is happening in the United States. Let's go through some of them. So we've got let's see. Oh, by the way, why are we reopening? Because we don't want everything to go bankrupt, right? Before we got to reopen before it's too late. We got to figure this out. That's why you've got over half of the states in some form of reopening in the next week or two, right? And you know what's interesting is like Mississippi governor, he's talking about,
Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves on
we don't need to be closed. Is kind of what he's saying. The hospitals are not overwhelmed, and if the hospitals are not overwhelmed, why are we closed? Let's reopen. Let's get reopened. In fact, you're seeing this at this is three counties in California that are, I mean, these are in Northern California where it is a lot more rural than in the cities. They're ready to reopen. And that's what it comes down to. I mean, why? There was violence, actually. Violence and threats of violence for requiring masks in stores. And this is in Oklahoma. Now, Chicago, you're in the city, right? Okay, so you've got a different. That's the thing is they're doing things by states rather than by cities. I understand the political fallout from making those decisions, but this is why you have in Georgia you've got Atlanta. What about this is have you seen this? This is a list of outdoor activities allowed. This comes out of California. You can play badminton singles. You can throw a baseball or a softball. You've got a list. You can meditate. Outdoor photography is allowed. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You can actually watch the sunrise or sunset. That's allowed. Or wash the car.
Sure thing.
But you can't skateboard in groups. You can't scooter in groups. I don't even know what scootering is. Michigan. Now, I was reading this article. So Michigan, again, falling on the map, highest fatality rate, but it's mostly in Detroit. Again, so if you focus on the city versus the rural area, but New Jersey says don't be a knucklehead, you got to have social distancing. Hey, do you have COVID toe? Who's got COVID toe? This is something you want to look out for. If you have COVID toe, something to pay attention to. Speaking of COVID toe, beef plants, right? This is another area of the economy where we're seeing okay, we can't stay shut down forever. We're going to have a food problem. But we need to protect our workers. Which brings us into auto factories. Man, the OEMs they're just getting killed by this shutdown and the supply chains. In fact, I found this interesting article. Car sales are somehow getting even worse. If you've got the money to buy a car, probably now is a good time to be because you can totally have your run of the market. I don't like your car. I don't like your deal. I'll make a deal with you if you do this or that. In fact, let's see here. I found this really interesting. BMW is still planning to reopen in South Carolina. Let's look at the map on Automotive News about vehicle assembly plant closings. Have you seen the map? I talk about the map. By the way, check the comments below the video because I have all the links for not every article, but a lot of the main articles that we're talking about here. But there it is. Yeah, Hyundai in Alabama scheduled to resume today. Love to know how that's going. Kia today in Georgia, which is interesting. That overlaps with the Georgia reopening plan. Yeah, South Carolina BMW today, Mercedes-Benz in Charleston today. Most of them are no date for restart. Given everything that we know, I would think that that's more likely, but you gotta start somewhere. Auction sales volumes are still sluggish, but they are improving week over week. That is good news. In fact, the MyMannheim.com COVID-19, they've got an update today. First time in weeks there's been an update. So if you're a dealer, if you're buying, selling, you definitely want to go check out, see some of their latest information, which really is mostly about social distancing, safety measures. In fact, check this out. There is now a COVID-19 related access form that you need to fill out. I don't know if they're taking temperatures yet, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be next. We're going to be seeing a lot of that. And if you're a transporter, all you know that you can pick up, you can deliver. Just call the Mannheim. Make sure you know what the hours are. Let them know you're coming. Don't be a surprise. In fact, I think something to watch in transportation and logistics in general. I'm keeping an eye on what Uber is doing as far as requirements. And it's probably going to get down to the driver and the rider being required to wear face masks, which brings us back to, threats of violence. I don't know how it's all going to go down, but no matter what, people are still arguing about brokers. So, at least we have a little bit of normalcy. So that is the news as I see it on a Monday, May 4th. And I see you guys in the live chat. So I'm going to say hello to Ty and then also be watching the live chat. Ty, how are you doing, man? What are you seeing out there?
Hey, Jay. Thanks for having me on. Hey, do you mind if you go ahead and hit the live chat? I love it when you hit the live chat.
Yeah, let's do it.
I love that.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Okay, so Carrie Simmons with He Is Able Inc. Auto Transport. He says, good afternoon, Jay. What's up, Carrie Simmons?
He was on our show a couple weeks ago here in the truck at the auction.
Oh, that's Carrie.
Hey, Carrie.
Awesome. Hey, Carrie. Awesome. Thank you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Danny B, he's been with us a lot lately. What's up, Danny B? How you doing? Oh, look, Matt, Anytime Towing Vermont is with us. What's up, Matt?
Haven't seen Matt.
Man, that's great. Thanks for tuning in, Matt. We know you stay busy. I've seen, and that's a cool thing, too. Listen, if you can't tune into the show, you can always send me an email, autotransportintel@gmail.com. You can call Ty, 417-483-2764. Just let us know what's going on. We want to know. We like hearing from you guys. Matt says, I agree, be safe. But if your hospital can handle it, do it up. It seems to be, that would be, shouldn't the governor just be plugged right into the hospital? Like, how you guys doing? No, not too bad. Great. Let's get back to work, right? And by the way, before I pass it over, I'm like, keep passing over to you. You're right. Okay, so we got STVN. How is Central Dispatch doing for rates? Are they still crappy? STVN, you want to tune in this Thursday at noon for dispatching live. Me and Sue at Murphy Auto Transport. We're going to be live looking at the load boards. You don't want to miss that. Charles Method says hello. What's up, Charles? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Ola Oye. What's up, Ola? 68 Barracuda, keep up the good work. Thank you, Barracuda. That's awesome. Ants Transportation says, I saw a truck passing by Ty's car. Which brings us to Ty.
Hey, what a great segue.
Yeah, that is perfect.
Perfect segue. What am I seeing on the streets? Here's what I was thinking about today. Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah.
It's raining real hard up here.
Okay.
Pouring rain.
Yeah.
It's coming down.
We're talking Kansas City rain.
Kansas City rain. Here's what I was thinking about. I've actually wrote a couple things down today for once. Have you guys heard about tests? Everybody heard that? Like, hey, tests. So I was thinking about it today. The whole thing's really been bugging me. I've really been having a hard time with all this. So I was remembering there's this guy named James, and one time he said this. He said, consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Perseverance needs to finish its work so that you can become mature and holy, right? So I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of testing. I'm tired of tests. I'm tired of all of it. I am sick and tired of this, right? Really am.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, everybody's so worried about somebody else, and I get it, right? But guys, go do your own homework, and you'll find out this has been blown way out of proportion, way, way. I mean, yeah, Ty's conspiracy freak and watches weirdos on YouTube, yeah, but man, it makes sense, right? So, enough of that. Just remember this: this testing is actually good for even a guy like me, because it is producing perseverance. And perseverance is a key ingredient in car hauling, my opinion.
Amen.
I've had some really rough days, about 24 hours of, start to
Hey,
take a break.
Trucking with Leak just put out a video, broke down in Indiana. Right? I mean, it's a constant test.
There's always a test. And so whether you agree or you disagree, here's one thing that I can give you today that I think might help you. Even if you don't like being tested, even if you don't like tests, and even if you don't like what's happening in our current society or world, good news. It can produce something of value, and that something of value is what we call perseverance. So hang in there, right? Okay, that's it for the Ty's personal speech. What do you see on the streets? Next was...
It's good.
We talked about a thinning of the herd with car haulers. So Saturday I wake up, and I'm thinking about something completely different. But as I started thinking, I led myself into this conversation here. There's going to be car dealers.
Oh, yeah.
That are going to disappear. Okay. Now, I was like, how come I didn't think of that earlier? So before the show today, I get on LinkedIn and I start just kind of cruising through what's out there. There's El Patron, our buddy. El Patron, you met him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guess what he's talking about?
What?
There will be dealerships that collapse, that go goodbye, that are gone. So, What does that mean, Ty? You're talking more bad news? No, that's not bad news at all. It's the way the economy should work, right?
And so it's where free enterprise meets perseverance.
There you go. If you're persevering, if you're doing the right things, if you're saving money, getting the PPP, doing the small business loan, whatever it is you got to do to make it through now.
Yes.
Persevere. So today I did my homework. OEMs, just like Jay pointed out, there is a lot happening with OEMs. I thought you'd like used cars, Ty. I do. The OEMs, you read the article about what Toyota's doing in Japan? They're putting a 3-week stop on their production facility in Japan.
Okay.
Okay, so you're like, well, big deal. What about Nissan? Yeah, they got a problem too. So there are certain lines, that's a model, that come from there to here. What about Kia? Where do they come from?
What did you read?
I don't know. I didn't read anything about
Kia. I'm
telling you, Korea cars, we met some people. They come in on a big boat, right?
Right. And so you got Hyundai, you got Glovis. You know, what's interesting is that I've tried to, it's really hard to follow the trends of all of the different makes. But so I just follow the big trend, which is they're all just like we're talking thinning of the herd of car haulers and thinning of the herd of dealers.
Well, I guess so.
There's going to be and even the TV's going crazy.
Yeah,
Kansas City weather. Oh my gosh!
I'm not in it, so I'm ready.
Crazy, man.
Okay, are you ready?
You're not in Pleasant Hill, are you?
Northeastern Bates County, southwestern Pettis County, southern Lafayette County, southeastern Jackson County, Johnson County, Missouri, until 12:45 p.m.
So, and you know what? They always do that. They update. It's just like COVID, man. We get an update, then we get another update, then we get another update. You know what? I'm going to let that keep running. That's fine. You know what I was thinking is that here's what's really interesting. Georgia is pushing to get open, but a lot of the restaurants are like, we're not ready yet, given the new landscape. And I think that we're seeing a lot of that. Imagine your business. Imagine what if after a month of just sitting at home, somebody said, okay, not only are we ready to get back to business, but you need to get back to business. Are you ready? After a month of sitting around, are you ready? And actually, that's the best way to look at this is get ready. Be ready and go, be ready to go back to work. Hello, Ann says, LOL, Ant's emergency. Man, I wish I had the, there we go. Turn that off. Jeez.
Shut that off.
Okay, there we go.
That off. I'm going to keep going.
Crazy.
So
okay, what else you got? Yeah.
Okay, so your OEMs, they're going to, in the state, you're going to have dealers that are going to go away. Next problem is the supply chain, which you always talk about. Now, how are they going to get the wiring harness from Mexico to wherever to get the whatever?
Supply chain is a mess.
It is a mess.
Listen, I was also reading it just borders. The borders, just the logistics of the physical movement. Forget all of the lack of parts in it. Oh my gosh, what a quagmire!
Yeah. So okay, so we've talked about being tested and perseverance. We talked about OEMs. Next, let's talk about auctions.
Yeah.
I love auctions. So what did I do today? I called one of my auction sales rep buddies and I asked them some questions. Hey, when are you going to let dealers back in? This made me drop my phone. Maybe September.
Wow. My God.
What?
Right. Well, it's like when you hear from Fauci and the disease guys, they are talking like later this year, second wave.
They're not even thinking about it. So I'm like, well, why? I always ask a lot of whys. Why?
But
you know what the number one was? The number one why that I didn't even think of? It's like, oh, duh. Nobody wants to come back and drive a bunch of cars around in a parking lot because they're so afraid they're going to get COVID-19 and die because the media tells them they're going to die if you get COVID-19. Guys, do your homework. 99.8% somehow get it and live. You're not going to die.
This is actually when you were talking about perseverance, because there's a video going around about George Carlin, an old routine that he talked about germs. And if you don't build up your immunity, then you won't be immune.
Yeah. Go live your life, fellas.
It is interesting.
Hello. Okay, so we talked about testing, perseverance. OEM's got a problem. Auctions. I'm going to stay with auctions for a minute.
Yeah.
So I started asking more questions because I'm a conspiracy guy, and I'm sure that the auction doesn't want dealers to come back because they can make so much more money on selling a car online than they can by paying somebody to drive it through, right? So I was wrong. The sell and the buy fee right now are being waived. Prior to this, the buy and the sell fee was $50 a car, which is a lot less than what it is if you, and I don't know, I'm only talking about one auction. So if somebody knows Mannheim, Odessa's online simulcast buy, sell fee, let Jay or I know. I would be curious to know what it is by paying somebody the crisis. I am curious. So
I'm curious too.
They're talking about everybody's afraid to come back to work. Duh. Who didn't see that coming? I got unemployment plus $600 a month, week. I don't know what it is, but why come back and drive cars and possibly get COVID and die? I'm only talking about one auction. So if somebody. All right. So there's our auctions. One more.
Oh, and I also want to say this is that Carlos said, you were talking about auctions. Carlos says Mannheim Statesville's having a live auction tomorrow and they expect to sell over 1,000 cars. Dude, right. Keep us posted, Carlos.
Yeah. Also, we talked to Brian Pepson, one of our fans.
Yeah.
He's in Florida, stuck in Florida over the weekend because the auction's closed all weekend, so he's stuck. He calls and says, dude, it's like a freaking party in the transport parking lot. Everybody's here. Everybody's ready to go to work, feeling this energy. So I'm going to go with, we are going to get past this. So the auction person, sales rep I'm talking to, made another great point. It's case by case.
Need my coffee.
I don't like case by case, but it is a valid point right now. So
well, and I told you, so I was driving this morning and I saw more car haulers on the road this morning than I probably saw in April. I mean, I can't believe how normal traffic looked. Not rush hour, but normal. It was kind of neat. Carvana sales went up on last week. And see, in the car haulers, I was telling you, Ty, I was seeing CarMax. I passed a CarMax trailer, and I saw another one come in the other direction.
Yeah, I did some checking on that too, by the way.
Oh,
think I
good.
might have figured out the answer if you want it now or later. I
I
don't.
love it. Yeah, since we're talking.
Okay. Tell me one more time. How many?
CarMax. So CarMax, it was on 50 highway.
All right.
The question is, what are they doing? And
East
here's the
and
thing is,
west. I'm going to tell.
you've talked about CarMax auction.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's CarMax doing? How many cars were on the one that was going west? Question number one.
Okay, the one that was going west was full, and the one
Okay.
that was going east was almost empty.
Okay. So the one going west was almost full, and did it have auction stickers on it, Jay?
So that's the thing. I mean, I'm driving. I can't tell. I really can't.
Okay. Here's what I'll go with. I'm going to go with those are auction cars coming from an auction south of here, going
Right.
to
Right.
Kansas City
I
north.
was thinking they're
Truck-
probably coming from there too.
The truck going east. And by the way, why?
Because they were moving cars that were used cars that were bought, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they could be they're used cars. So what does that tell you? CarMax bought a load of cars somewhere that direction, going that direction.
Mm-hmm.
And another truck's going that direction, probably to go get more cars where the other one just came from.
And that would make sense.
And
yeah.
what do we know?
And then we're taking one back, probably to take it back to the auction.
Exactly. So 50 highway, what do we know? Auctions, well, now this is where it gets really crazy. Scales, weigh stations, DOT.
Right.
Okay, if you go on 70, you're going to hit the Super Coupe. If you're going east or west, I don't want to go 70. I think I'll go 50. But if you go 49 south, you're going to hit another coupe, Harrisonville. I don't like that guy either. So I'll go 50 and I'll cut around.
That actually makes total sense. It really does. Especially, we know that. I mean, this is, it's funny for the average person. That's why it helps me to talk to you and drivers, is because there's considerations of the actual driver that the normal person's not thinking about, that the dealer's not thinking about. And that's why it's good to talk to the dealer. Let him know what you're thinking and actually find out what he's thinking.
Whoa.
It's fun. And speaking of, and he's bringing in, there's no stickers on those, right? He's bringing them in for sale. What do we got? Carlos says the parking lot was full today with dealers who were there to preview the cars. And by the way, Carlos, so now they've got the COVID-19 regulations happening there at the auction with the social distancing and the whatnot as we go into phase 1 of getting back to some kind of new normal. I don't think CarMax haul their own cars from the auctions. That's what Carrie says. Well, that's a good point, Carrie, because they were CarMax. They had like the magnets on the side, but they did have the colors of CarMax. They were branded as CarMax trailers. It's an interesting point, Carrie.
Well,
hey,
anyway,
what's up, Vinny?
And
Carlos says depends on the area. So I mean, they could, here's the thing. Here's the question. Why would you have a CarMax branded car hauler if you're not going to haul cars with it? How many woodchucks would it, you know what I mean? I mean, like, what's the point of having a branded car hauler if you're not going to haul cars with it? What else would you do? I don't know.
What else would you do with it? I don't
Unless
know.
It's the CIA. I'm kidding.
Whoa, or FBI.
Okay, right.
Don't say words.
Awkward. Okay, so here's the deal. All right, we're in our final minutes of our Monday. Number one, we are pleased to be here to help report the state of car hauling. We really are going to be here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. However, it just so happens I'm not going to be available Friday. Okay? So I know. Now, we may be able to do one late afternoon, but I don't know. I don't know what happens. So I'll keep you posted. But we are here.
Okay, by Friday we may be out of meat on the shelves, and
Dude.
there may be this hornet thing running around just killing everybody.
Oh,
so
I know everybody's reading about the Mad Hornet. Hopefully, what if
somebody shut the TV off?
Let me tell you something. And I've heard other people say this, and I've said it too. Do you think I watched like local news, national news this weekend? No. I read a little bit in the morning. That's what I do in the mornings, and that's why this is a noon show. I read a little bit in the morning, maybe taking it a little in the afternoon, and then otherwise I'm either watching movies. Frost Nixon was on. Oh man, I love that movie. Watch movies, feel a little bit normal, binge watch some TV, but do not watch nonstop 24/7 COVID news. Don't do that. There's no need
Oh,
for that.
you know what? And not even Fox, man. And I'm not dogging on Fox, but I'm telling you, dude,
They're
it will
all,
mess you up,
yeah, it will.
especially if you know a lot of stuff, like
Yeah.
really what's going on.
Yeah. So keep posted. I mean, just stay posted with what the states are doing, with what the auctions, OEMs, dealers are doing. And so, hey, tomorrow night, we're going to do the Quick Page app show. We're going to do a show about how to use video. This is, dude, home delivery is everything. And I know, again, I know a 9-car guy that hauls OEM cars doesn't want to hear about home delivery, but I'm telling you, it is all the rage. That's what everyone's talking about. Even OEMs are talking about home delivery. How do you like those apples? So you got know what's going on with home delivery, because it is going to affect the business that you're doing, the cars that you're hauling. One way or another, it's going to affect that. And I mean, because a lot of these cars being brought in, they're going to get sold to people and delivered to their home or their office. So it's part of the ecosystem. It just plain is. So on that note, so we're going to be doing the Quick Page video app. We got that tomorrow night. We got another State of Car Hauling Wednesday afternoon. We got dispatching live on Thursday. And then, oh, hey, by the way, did you see the broker versus dispatcher video I dropped on Friday? Oh, man. That stuff's great.
Woo.
I mean, what I mean is it's good to stay informed, because I'm not saying I agree with it. Clearly, I don't. If you watch the video, I don't get it. But we got to know what's going on and what's being talked about. The last thing you want to do is get a letter in the mail telling you ain't been doing it right for a long time. That's what you don't want. So stay tuned to that stuff. I do want to try and get a couple more video edits out this week if I can. But that's the rundown. So, and you know, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's see. In Kansas City, they shuffle from dealership to dealership. Well, and I was wondering that too. So Kerry is saying he thinks that the CarMax haulers are moving dealer to dealer. And here's the thing is, guys, tuning in and commenting, whether you're in the live chat or commenting below the video, really helps. So please keep doing that. Tell your friends, let them know. This is the Car Shipping Business Channel. There isn't anywhere else you're going to find regular information and conversation pertaining to the auto transport industry. There's some weekly webinars, but nobody's doing what we're doing here on Auto Transport Intel. And I'm really excited about that. And the word is getting out. I got some meetings this afternoon. I've had more and more people contacting me about the channel. This is going to get interesting.
Whoa.
Yeah. So stop waiting.
Yeah.
Contact me. Get involved. Yeah, man.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Okay.
Thanks, man.
Hey, we'll see you, Ty. I'll see you tomorrow night, okay?
Yeah, I'll be there. I know
Alright.
about this Quick Page stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be awesome. So if you don't know about it, tune in tomorrow night.
Yep, be good. Thank you.
Okay, man. Peace out.
Bye.
All right, peace. All right, listen, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, he left the meeting. That helps. Hey, because this is the end of another State of Car Hauling. Hopefully you found it informative. If you did, please remember to share, like, comment, tell your friends, have them subscribe, start a Facebook watch party. Oh, we were talking about it. You can watch this on the big screen. You can watch YouTube on the big screen on your smart TV. So do that. Watch Auto Transport Intel on the big screen. All right, so listen, thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I'm Jay at Auto Transport Intel. Let us know how we can help. Share information. If you have a link or a news article, autotransportintel@gmail.com. Of course, stay safe, stay in business, and we'll see you soon. Peace.